onboarding flow customization in Zoho People. We know that employee onboarding is a process that happens after you convert a candidate to an employee of Zoho People, which is like a post onboarding process. Let's see how to customize the employee onboarding flow. In order to do that, we'll navigate to Settings, and from here, go to Onboarding, Flows, and there you have Employee Onboarding. So click on Flow, and we have one more option here, which is Add New Flow. But in candidate onboarding, there will be no option to create multiple onboarding flows. But in employee onboarding, you can create different flows. So click on Add New Flow, and this flows can be created based on three different conditions. That is location, and then we have role, and then designation. Based on these three criteria, you will be able to create different employee onboarding flows. You can also set an expiry date if you want the employee to complete the onboarding process within a particular period of time. So you can add a new flow, or you can edit the existing flow which is applicable to all of your employees in the system. So click on Employee Onboarding, and there we have different steps, starting with Welcome Aboard. So this is the first page the employee is going to see, where you can add a video URL. So if you have an introductory video about an organization, you'll be able to add it here. And then we have the welcome feed. You can write a feed notification, basically a welcome message that you can share with the employee. So when you're writing this welcome message, you have an option to post it to the user, which is nothing but the new joiner, or you can post this message to the entire department of the new joiner. So you can customize your message here. Once this is done, the employee will move on to the next step, which is profile and other forms. So under this section, they will have an option to fill the employee form, which is nothing but the employee master. Based on the permission given, employee will have an option to fill in the employee master template. In addition to the employee master, you can also add other forms here. For example, work from home request form or an asset request form. So if there is any additional information that you want to collect from your employees, you will be able to add it under this section. And after completing these forms, they'll move on to the next section, which is called Documents and Policies. Now, documents and policies are further bifurcated into two, that is, documents to be read and accepted and documents to be read. So documents to be read is where you're going to add list of documents that the employee should not acknowledge. You don't require acknowledgement from the employee. You just want them to read certain documents. You can place it under the section Documents to be read. And for you to add a document to this section, you need to first add them to the Organization File section of the Files module. And then we have Documents to be read and accepted. For you to add a document to this section, you need to first configure it as a mail merge template. So any type of document or letter that you want the employee to digitally sign or to provide an acknowledgement, you can add it over here. So for you to create a mail merge template, we'll go to Settings, and from Settings, try to access the Employee Information module. And then go to Automation. Under Templates, we have Mail Merge Templates. So you can click on this drop-down option to import a new template. You can select the form name as Employee Form because this is for employee onboarding. Upload a sample copy of the letter or document that you already have and then click on Save. So once the document is uploaded over here, the next step is you need to edit the document. We have already shared these steps when we are discussing about the candidate onboarding flow customization. It is going to be same as that with one small difference, that is when you're importing the template, you're going to select the form name as employee. So after creating all these mail merge templates, you will be able to associate to the employee onboarding flow. So after completing documents and policies, they move on to the next part, which is called. So the new employee will have an option to see their department members under this section. So after teams, they'll move on to objectives. Under objectives, they are going to see the KRAs that are assigned to them, which is nothing but the key result area. And for an employee to view the KRAs under objectives, you need to make sure that the employee is mapped with relevant KRAs in the performance management module. So after objectives, they move on to the company information section. Here, you are going to add your company website URL. The actual company website URL will be added over here. The employee can make use of this. And after this, they'll move on to the training section. So this is where you will have an option to upload self-learning training materials. So we do have the learning management system in Zoho People. Using this module, you will have an option to create your own online courses. So the self-learning courses created in the LMS module can be associated with your employee onboarding flow. And after completing the training, this is where the employee will complete the onboarding process. As soon as they complete the onboarding process, checklist will be initiated. We already know what a checklist is. A checklist is nothing but a collection of tasks. So in this checklist section, you can create a checklist. To this checklist, you can add multiple tasks. So when it comes to post-onboarding, there will be numerous tasks. For example, a task to the HR person to provide a welcome kit, and a task to the reporting manager to take a tour of the employee, to show them the workplace, and there can be another task to the IT person to be providing with the necessary equipments that they need. So all the post-joining tasks can be grouped under one checklist, and all these tasks will get triggered to the respective task owners as soon as the employee completes the onboarding process. So you can create multiple checklists over here. Once it is done, you can click on Save. So this is how you will be creating a new employee onboarding flow. Now that we have created the flow, we'll look into few preferences related to employee onboarding. So under flow, we have an option called preferences. Click on preferences. We do have two options here. Automatically initiate onboarding process. So once you convert a candidate to an employee of Zoho People, it is the responsibility of the admins to initiate the employee onboarding process. However, by enabling this option, system can automatically initiate employee onboarding based on date of joining. And for this to happen, you need to make sure you are converting the candidate to an employee on time, that is, before their date of joining. And also, you need to make sure date of joining is updated in the employee form. And the next preferences we have is called restrict access to services. That is, if this condition is enabled, employee will not be able to any of the services available in Zoho People. That is, they cannot use the leave module, attendance module, time tracker module. They will not have access to any of these services until they complete the employee onboarding. So these are the two different preferences we have with respect to employee onboarding flow. Apart from this, we have few general preferences. So click on preferences, which is nothing but system gives you an option to decide whether as an organization you will be using both candidate and employee onboarding, or you're going to go with any one of these options. If you prefer to use only employee onboarding, you can completely disable candidate onboarding over here. So this is about the employee onboarding flow customization in Zoho People.